Ride unlike any other. Imagine pedaling 8,000 miles across the country. That's the goal of a man who's hoping to raise money for a disease that ended his young son's life. CBS 19's Kenley Hargett caught up with him as he biked his way through East Texas.
It's called epidermolysis bullosa. Rob Freed's son was born with the disease. The 13-month-old died from it in 2008. Since then, he has become an advocate for other families. He says not only is his 8,000-mile journey helping others, it's also helping him heal.
It's the heartbreaking news that's tough to hear. A baby diagnosed with a rare skin disease given just 2 years to live. Epidermolysis bullosa caused blisters throughout Drake Freed's body. Sadly, he didn't even make it to 2 years. Drake died at just 13 months.
The idea of the journey started 2 years ago. We started with a possibility of just riding across the country. And a friend of mine said, to raise more money, you should ride across the country and back. The whole idea of it is also to raise money for Deborah of America, who supplies research and assistance for families that have EB.
It's been almost 10 years since the death of his son. Now his dad, Rob Freed, is on a mission, bicycling across America. Freed's trip started on March 26 in Jacksonville, Florida. He will bike all the way to Astoria, Oregon, and then make his way back to the East Coast, ending his journey in Coney Island, New York.
70, I do a lot of 60-mile days, some 70-mile days. There's been a couple of 80-mile days. When I was in Jacksonville, Florida, I've been doing some 40-mile days. Depends on the wind, the hills.
So far, Freed has raised $13,000. 90% of the money will go to Deborah for America, a nonprofit that provides research and support for families living with EB.
Well, epidermolysis bullosa is a pretty complex disease. There are 5 types and 31 different subtypes.
Brett Copeland is the executive director of the organization. He's seen firsthand through his 10-year-old daughter just how bad the skin disease can be.
The best way to think about it is like Velcro. You know the latches that hold the 2 layers of Velcro together? So those latches are really made up of collagen 7. So without them, the 2 layers, blister or tear with any friction or trauma.
Copeland says 1 in 20,000 people are born with the disease. There is no cure, and managing it can be costly. That's why Freed's mission is so important.
Now, Freed is expected to roll into Athens later tonight, and all of his trip is expected to take 8 months. He'll be staying in hotels and camping along his way. For more information on how you can help him, look for his story on CBS19.tv.
All right.